Alie?
Okay, I'm going to stand up if that's, can we stand up?
Of course.
Because I'm a short guy as it is, so sit down and all that. I got a big guy here, I got a bigger guy there, so I'll stand up if you don't mind. Thank you very much for allowing us to come out here and promote democracy. My name is Alie Shaughnessy, for those of you that don't know me. I've lived in Quincy for 35 plus years. My parents were born here, grew up here, Marymount, and in fact my mother's family sold their family house to Arthur Tobin, who still lives in the house today, many, many years ago. I have fond memories of Marina Bay out here. At the time it was Boston Harbor Marina. I grew up out here as a child with my twin brother Tom. My dad had a boat out here from 1968 until about 1993 or so. My summers were spent out here in the hangar area, down on the water, out in skiffs, out in the bay, and I have very, very fond memories of Marina Bay out here. So I'm a small businessman. I have a crane and hydraulic crane rental business in Boston. The family has a large business in Boston as well. And as a businessman, I've come to appreciate and realize and understand the expenses and the revenues of running a business and what it takes to do that. I would tell you that I wasn't really going to jump into politics until after seeing what's kind of going on in the city. The city has experienced and is experiencing a tremendous amount of growth, an explosion of growth right now. As you know, and you're well aware of it out here at Marina Bay with the new apartments and where do you see the traffic? You see the traffic now. The traffic is going to get even worse come the fall after the school season starts and the construction starts up at North Quincy as well. And the leadership, I think, is doing a fine job. However, I think we need some new eyes, some new ideas, and just a fresh perspective on where we're going, how we're getting there, and what are the consequences of what happens to everybody when we get there. Coordination-wise, when we talk about development in the city of Quincy, the idea that we're going to have North Quincy developed at the same time that the MBTA is going to shut down the Wollaston station. Well, you might ask, well, how does that affect you out here at Marina Bay? Because our forum tonight is here at Marina Bay. Well, it's going to affect you tremendously because of the traffic situation and the implications of the additional traffic in the neighborhoods and in this neighborhood. Now, you guys are very unique in that you own your own roads. And Billy had just mentioned that they finally negotiated some snow plowing out here. I think that's wonderful. I applaud that. Of course, it's probably about 22 years or so late. Should have been done 22 years ago, but that's a whole other story. I'm glad it's getting done, as well as rubbish removal. Should have been done a long time ago. Because you all pay very high taxes, exceptionally high taxes, and that, of course, is the revenue side of the business, if we think about it as business. And then we have the expenditure side of the business. Where is the money being spent? Why is it being spent that way? So I looked at that and I thought, you know, there's not enough new ideas or fresh ideas to say, where is it going and why? I want to be the person that goes up there to the city council as your representative and speaks for you, asks the questions for you, asks and says, well, why are we doing it this way? If we're going to build a new park, do we have to spend this much money on it? Can we spend it another way? I'm not saying it's not a good idea. We need tourism in Quincy. Marina Bay could be the center point of major tourism, which involves a ferry system, which is a whole other subject, and I'm sure you'll ask questions about that tonight, and I'll be happy to talk about that. I know that they've done some engineering studies, and the first study that was done, and they had a grant for it through the efforts of P.J. Foley and others, they had to study the existing conditions, and that moved right along, so they had to measure it, find out where the tide marks are, find out what can the pier handle, what would be the process going forward. The next engineering grant that was given to them is somewhere in the middle of that. I'm not sure where it is or what Ty and Bond is done with that. Hopefully they'll have some type of report to the city residents soon to say, well, you need a pier that can withstand a northeast storm. You need some type of a water continuation system that will stop the water from coming in. My time is up.
30 seconds.
This always happens to me. I start getting so anyhow, thank you very much for having me here tonight. I look forward to your questions. I look forward to working for you in the future as your next city councilor. Thank you.